Hi there, I'm Chris Utanto and I'm making this video to document a project that I've been working on recently. What I have here is a Raspberry Pi powered desktop display which I've made to show live bus information. Here we have it displaying bus route 20 to Victoria downtown, and I'll show you around really quickly. So here's the front and the back. So right now I'll open it up and talk about the hardware, then I'll show it in action and explain the software. So first off, the case of the display is 3D printed. I modeled it in SolidWorks and printed it on the Creality Ender 3 3D printer. I haven't really tuned the printer to the point where I'm happy with the quality yet, so there are a few imperfections on the outside. You can kind of see some layer lines on this side right here. And if we open up the bottom here, you can see that there are two tabs that hold it in place on the opposite sides of the Raspberry Pi. This is the first time I've designed something with tabs like these, so there's a little bit more play than I'd like, but they get the job done. And on the bottom of the lid here, you can also see the Raspberry Pi Zero W. It's held in place by 4 pins right there. So the Pi Zero is wired up to the 16:2 LCD with a few resistors to control the contrast and backlight. There's also a toggle switch right here, but I'll describe what that does later. So about the wiring, it's a bit messy, especially since the gauge of the wire I had was too large to fit through the holes of the PCBs. So right now I'll close it back up and describe how the software works. So here we have it displaying bus route 20 to Victoria downtown, which is the bus I took every day to work. As you can see, I have it set to display the route number, destination, time of next departure, and the time until the next departure. So to retrieve and display this information, the Raspberry Pi runs a Python script I wrote that's set to run on boot. One issue is that since the Pi takes about half a minute to boot, the display doesn't work immediately right after it's plugged in. So to get live bus information, I use Metro Vancouver's TransLink API. The API returns bus stop information in the form of a JSON file, which is parsed by my script. Select information is then sent to the display with the help of the Adafruit LCD library. So one thing about the TransLink API is that it allows each key only 1,000 requests per day. So ideally the information would refresh every minute, but once for every minute per day would go over the limit. So I had to have like a little workaround. So my initial idea was to limit requests to only the hours I'd be taking the bus. But I had already planned on using a toggle switch to control the backlight, the one in the back here. So I figured I may as well use it to control the if the information refreshes, since the info is useless anyways without the backlight. So I'll show you how the toggle switch works. So when it's on, it shows a display and it refreshes the information every minute. But when I turn it on, it stops refreshing and turns off the backlight. I put in the toggle switch to turn off the backlight since I initially planned on putting this in my bedroom and I didn't want that bright backlight at night. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed my project.